Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, 2901 Productions and 48 Media proudly presents to you another round of Ab-So-Lute. This your man Marlon.
What's happening, this man Eric?
And we got our special guest in the house as always.
Bro, this your third time on the show. I ain't gonna keep introducing your ass.
Hey man, you know it kind of feel great with the intro going on. No,
speak for yourself this time.
What's up, y'all? It's Chosen, aka CEO.
Yeah, you just Ab-So-Lute, man. You just in it. Shit.
Yeah.
You here. What's been going on with you guys, man?
Trying to stay safe out here, man. It's real out here in these streets. Coronavirus. Bruh, that Cardi B shit, it was hilarious. I don't know if Timberland did that or if he just reposted it, but that shit was extra funny.
She is funny in general. She is very entertaining. I cannot wait till she start doing movies because that has to be her next.
I think
venture.
she already did the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she was in a movie with Lizzo and somebody else. I don't know what part she played, but I do believe she was already in the movie.
But that chick she's an entertainer in general.
Yeah. Alright, man, what we got for today?
So today, since I know my boy love brackets, I thought it would be fun to come up with a bracket for the greatest rap album of all time. These numbers, the rankings are based strictly off of the top 16 highest grossing albums of all time. It's not about lyricism. It's not about groups or whatever the case may be. The only criteria was is record sales.
And that's how they made the list.
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But we don't have to go by that. We go by personal criteria.
Yes, and then we're going by our personal criteria. That
right.
Their sales is what got them to the playoffs.
Okay.
So now they're being judged.
Okay.
So you look on the back before we get into the brackets, you have the honorable mentions. And you have Machiavelli, which is at number 17.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 million is on Death Row. Doggy Style, 5.5, Death Row. Slim Shady LP, Aftermath, sold 5.4.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life. I was really surprised to find that Jay-Z that was the only album he had that was in the top 20.
Mm.
I was really shocked. Just doing the research in this whole thing, I learned a lot.
Wow. I
learned that Dr. Dre is probably the greatest producer of all time because he touches every one of these fucking albums in some way, shape, or form. Well, the majority. I'm pretty sure he didn't help on Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he literally touched at least 90% of these albums. And it really showed that, we talk about East Coast, West Coast back in the 90s and, early 2000s. It really shows that, the West Coast was dominating, really, if you really think about it.
I just watched the Suge Knight documentary on, I forgot what it was on, but I watched it the other day about the whole Death Row ride. Pretty interesting.
Oh, man, yeah, I was listening to Snoop talk to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson on All the Smoke, and just when he was, they was asking him about the good and bad about working with Suge, and he was like, nobody want to talk about the bad. We know the bad. He just started telling all these good things about Suge. I was like, damn, and that's what it's supposed to be like. Mm-hmm. He taught these young men how to be men, how to stand up for themselves in the industry, not to get fucked in the industry. I guess it's self about him, but yeah, it was really good, really good combo.
Yeah, I did say that it was a few times where he paid to make sure Snoop didn't go to jail and Dre didn't go to jail. It was some dude he said that he was working with who had I think he said Nate Dogg had a few robberies that he committed that were on camera that he paid to make go away so he wouldn't go to jail. I was like,
I can't imagine Nate Dogg robbing nobody.
Hold up.
Wait, put your hands in that motherfucking drawer. Don't you wait. If you keep talking, I'm gonna draw.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to it's easy to dislike Suge Knight, knowing his the history from the public perception.
Correct.
And the media, but it's always two sides to the story. So,
Totally agree. Even when in today's current state, not saying that the coronavirus is not a serious thing, but I mean, you literally got people. Like, I went to the grocery store one day, and literally there was no tissue in the grocery store, but you got all these vitamins and shit sitting over here. And then, so I had a problem with it. First of all, vitamins is to help your immune system. You know what I'm saying? So you should be taking vitamins. Then number two, I'm like, you guys act like y'all was wiping y'all ass real good before the coronavirus came around. So how come now y'all wiping y'all ass good? It's not about wiping your ass. It's about washing your hands. So where the goddamn tissue at?
See, also the thing about the vitamins, motherfuckers wasn't taking vitamins before, so they ain't gonna take them now. And then them shits ain't cheap. You can get a shitload of tissue for pretty cheap. You ain't getting a shitload of vitamins for pretty cheap.
Wipe my ass with some brawny. No, I'm just kidding. I was just like, wow. I mean, I don't know. I always go to GNC and buy my vitamins and stuff, but I was just like,
at the same time, you have to be careful of what you taking too. Because some of that shit can, I know it's supposed to help, but then you get people that's taking it in excess, and you're going to start doing more harm than good.
Facts.
I call one a days for a reason, people. Popping them bitches like they sunflower seeds.
You eating vitamins?
Them Flintstones.
Them Flintstones.
Bro, it used to be hard as hell to only eat one Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
I used to bite their heads off.
Y'all just try to eat it slow.
I know I had a Dino this morning, but mommy at work. I'm finna go fuck up with Bam Bam real quick.
All right, so we mentioned the honorable mentions from 17 to 20, which was Tupac with Machiavelli, Snoop Dogg was Doggy Style, Slim Shady LP, Eminem, and Jay-Z Hard Knock Life, which was volume 2, I believe, which is my favorite Jay album. So now we're about to move into the brackets. So I think that, just like in the NBA, like we always do, the NBA has the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the Master of Ceremony Conference, and we're going to have the Disc Jockey Conference.
All right.
So we're going to start the bottom. The bottom one is going to be the Disc Jockey.
Okay.
And then the top one will be the MC. All right, so we're going to do 1 and 8s and then the 2 and 7s and the, like we usually do. So starting off in the MC bracket, we have the number 1 overall pick, the Marshall Mathers LP. Is that right?
Yeah,
the Marshall Mathers LP. I always get those confused. He's the number 1 seed going up against the Fugees. They're the 8th seed. So I'm going to say for myself, I'm with Marshall. No disrespect to the Fugees. I think that was a phenomenal group together, but they don't have the longevity, and I think I vibe better with Eminem's music better than I did the Fugees. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I absolutely did have that Fugees album where I had it on cassette, and I played it all the time. But I could not play it straight through. I would fast forward to the songs that I wanted to hear and rewind the songs that I wanted to hear. But it wasn't something that I could listen to, just put it in and let it play. I had songs that I would listen to. The Marshall Mathers LP, I put that bad boy in and let it ride. So, for me, it'll be the Marshall Mathers LP.
All right, my brother, what you got?
Oh, I mean, that was kind of easier for me. Like I said, I love the Fugees, man. But
my first introduction to that was sitting in my brother's room, so I really only heard bits and pieces of some of that at one point. So I had to go with Marshall Mathers LP.
All right. Slim Shady. I ain't surprised.
Yeah, and so we're gonna move to the DJ's bracket, and the number 1 seed over there is the Love. What is it? A speaker box. Love Below. That's the number 1 overall seed versus the number 8 seed.
Okay.
Which is Nellyville.
All right.
So
is that fair 2 against 1?
That's what I was thinking. But then we just had a group of Fugees against Marshall Mathers, even though he bipolar.
Not the same. I mean, because in my opinion,
these are 2 separate albums.
I mean, they are, but Speaker Box takes it over Nellyville to me. But Nellyville takes it over the Love Below.
You're going to get in trouble.
I don't care.
Society's going to get you.
Society.
Society can suck a corona. You ain't coming to knock on my door over no damn Nellyville and Love Below.
You finna get a lot of emails with red font. Like it's gonna be red in
right,
all caps.
You know what? You go right ahead.
What's
You
that,
can get in line behind the other 12,000 emails that I haven't checked.
What's that email? It's an email going around from. It's got Microsoft on it, and they tell you not to open it.
Yeah,
Right.
It's some kind of.
I skip a lot of emails that. Anyway.
You know, and I'm probably, I'm gonna jump in the fire with you. I actually like Speaker Box better than all 3. Of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because I play Speaker Box all the time.
but I will put Nellyville in front of Love Below.
Yeah,
That's just me.
because out of the 3, those are the 2 that I have listened to more.
Correct.
Than the Love Below. Love Below wasn't bad,
Nope.
but I just like the other 2 better.
So,
So, yeah, we have to go Speaker Box Love Below
yep.
over Nellyville to me.
Don't look like this gonna be much of a.
You still need an opinion.
Oh, my bad. Well, in this case, I really, after hearing Nellyville, I really only played 3 or 4 songs off of that. Versus, I don't know if it was just my natural bias to rock with both sides of Speaker Box and Love Below. Because Andre 3K, I still think even if he only gave me 16, that was dope enough for me. That's cool. I was fine with that, But yeah, I'm actually gonna put Speaker Box Love Below on there because of my bias handicap.
Too funny. Okay. So now we're gonna move back into the Master of Ceremonies bracket. We have the number 2 seed, Life After Death, the Notorious B.I.G. versus the number 7 seed, To the Extreme, Vanilla Ice. Nicole Simpson can't rap. I want justice.
Yo, do you know that apparently when Suge Knight started his publishing company, he was like, I need me a writer. So he had this writer who wrote a lot of different songs. Supposedly flew him out to wherever Vanilla Ice was and wrote Ice Ice Baby.
Okay.
And then he was like, I was sitting at home one day and I heard this song come on this video come on the TV. He said, I look at the TV and this white dude dancing, and I was in there trying to dance along too, and it was the song that he had dude Fly Down Right.
Wow.
Supposedly.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice says that the guy whose name is on the paperwork never had anything to do with the song. He said that Suge Knight bullied him into putting dude's name on there.
Yeah, because he did him like Flash and the
Yeah.
5 Heartbeats, supposedly.
I don't
So I have heard both albums. I was younger when To the Extreme came out, and there was only one song that I think we all liked. I mean, he actually was another song on there, but the one I remember is Ice Ice Baby. So,
Yeah.
like, to me, fuck that album. I'm gonna go ahead and put Life After Death because that's like my guy. Like, he's a musical inspiration to me. So I'm putting Life After Death, but I know I gotta wait on you guys.
I already
I mean,
put
there's
Life
really no
After
contest
Death on
'cause
mine.
I cannot remember any other song other than Ice Ice Baby. I'm
That's
pretty
what
sure he
I
had
mean,
something.
shout out to his name being Rob Van Winkle.
But I will say this though, for in the essence of respect to Mr. Van Winkle,
That's a cool name.
it sounds like a old man that does porn. But when you think about, I think this album came out in like 88, 89, somewhere around there,
It's still one of them.
and it's still up there. That's timeless.
Yeah.
His royalty check's got to be a motherfucker, boy. I respect.
If he owned any publisher.
If he owns it, yeah. So okay, Biggie moves on. We apologize to Wrinkle, but we're gonna go down to the DJ's bracket. The number 2 overall seed. This is crazy. This is a crazy battle. So number 2 seed, the Eminem Show, versus the number 7 seed, which is the Chronic 2001.
Ain't crazy for me. Chronic.
And not the first Chronic, 2001. There's 2 Chronics.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
So, to me, I thoroughly enjoyed both albums, but I kind of fuck with the Chronic. Like, I really enjoyed that Chronic album. I like the skits. Like, the whole album was really good. Not saying that Eminem's album wasn't really good, because it was.
Explosive was dope. What's the Difference was dope. I love that one. Still DRE. That shit was always on go. The Watcher was good. Next episode was dope. Forgot About Dre was dope.
Keep going.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This
man.
fucking album is dope.
Yeah.
And go to the Eminem Show.
White America, Business, Cleaning Out My Closet, Square Dance. I can't remember off top for some reason.
I remember it.
Don't
It's-
you want to square
Soldier.
dance with me?
Right, Soldier was still good.
Like Toy Soldier? Or just
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
just
my
Soldier.
My soldier
Yeah.
sold up so much.
Cleaning
I
Out My
won't budge.
Closet. White America. Like,
Haiti song. Superman is classic to me.
Till I Collapse had one of the hardest beats.
Yeah. And you had Nate Dogg. This is tough for me because I actually have heard both of these. Like all the way through.
All right. So
It's a hard one.
Going off of the amount, going off the number of songs that I would listen to on each album, I would listen to more songs on, this is more songs that I would listen to more consistently on the Chronic 2001. The Marshall Mathers LP I did play consistently on a regular basis. But I would have to go with the Chronic 2001 over the Eminem Show.
For me, man, tough as this choice is, like I dig the Chronic, like I do, like I liked it, but I'm gonna make this choice for the Eminem Show because I know more songs off of there. Like word for word, like I would be able to recite that better than I would the Chronic.
Okay, our first tiebreaker.
Oh, I'm the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I think we forgot about Dre.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the way I look at it. I love Eminem, I really do. I mean, shit, he helped write half this shit. But
Wait.
which one am I gonna put in the car and ride to?
I rode to both.
Which one you gonna get in the car and really like ride to? Eminem, you ride to listen to the content and stuff like that.
Let's see, Eminem I rode to and listened to for the content, but I also played in the house. Chronic 2001, it was normally in the car. or on public transportation, because at the time. Right?
I'm rolling with the Chronic 2001.
Yeah, I would have to stick with it because
I put that on here.
Eminem's on there.
Yeah, so Chronic moves on.
Okay.
So we have our first upset.
It's not an upset because we still got Marshall Mathers LP.
I mean, it's a 7 seed. 7 seed beating a 2 seed.
I see that.
I don't know, but the caliber of, well, I don't know. It probably was unfair because Dre had a lot of features on that album.
A lot of this shit ain't fair because you had Outkast beating Poor Nelly. And then you had, one man beat the Fugees. So
Yeah, man, anything could happen in these playoff streets, you know?
You ain't lying. All right, so we're going to move on to the number... What we on? We just did 2. Okay, so now we're doing 3 and 6 seeds in the DJ bracket.
Wait, we just did.
We did 2 and 7
in DJ.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we're gonna do
2 and 7.
Oh, yeah. So we need to do 3 and 6 in the MC side. On the MC side.
Y'all are not cool, man.
So I have an issue with greatest hits albums. Usually they don't do good because a lot of times people buy the originals.
Yeah. And
that original CD, like when One Piece, that's a whole EP.
Mm-hmm.
So if you start saying, taking from other shit and just putting all these good songs together, it kind of takes away from the essence of the EP or the album or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why greatest hits don't do good. However, I don't remember the date of when Tupac Greatest Hits came out.
I remember, obviously, that after an artist passes away, his sales skyrocket.
Correct. So that's why I was like, was this the first one released after he passed? Because that could have inflated his numbers, but that's not taking anything away from him because he still was one of the all-time greats.
I mean, it's not a hard choice for me. So, I don't know how you all feel about that.
It's pretty tough. But I think
for me,
it's pretty tough.
The 3 and 6 seed, okay, and the 6 seed because I didn't mention it. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill,
one of the greatest albums in the history of albums.
One of the greatest hip hop style / pop albums of all time. It's not a 100%.
She did everything on that album, a little bit of everything. Every song was written well. Lauryn Hill just has an amazing voice anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and the content was like the whole concept of the album overall was just amazing to me. I stole that album from my sister probably twice.
Okay, so what you got?
Oh, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Okay, so for me, because I am not the biggest fan of greatest hits, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Miseducation of Lauryn Hill as well.
Oh yeah, I'm on that same boat, guys.
So,
like y'all ain't. I'm over here singing, singing Lauryn Hill songs in my head. As soon as
and like I said, there's no disrespect to Tupac because I don't want anyone to check out the show and then be like,
I hate that next matchup though.
Whatever. So we're moving to the.
Oh, still for me, man.
All right.
What's the next matchup?
Nah, not the next one. Just go ahead and move on.
Oh, okay. So 3 and 6 there. So the number 3 seed in the MC in the DJ bracket is Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em. MC Hammer is taking on the number 6 seed. Oh, Nellyville. No, not Nellyville, but Country Grammar. I must say, sentimental favorite for me. I'll just go ahead and say it. I gotta go with Country Grammar because when that CD first came out, I remember Nelly. Nobody knew who the fuck he was, so somebody got sick and couldn't perform at an award show. And I remember being at home watching it. This motherfucker pulls up on a bus. He's on top of the bus, like one of those, like the buses you can sit up top. He's like up there, comes performing on the fucking bus. I just thought that was the dopest shit ever. And that alone made me go out there and buy that CD. And I could put that CD in and listen to it from beginning to end. With a gun at, son. It's at home with the dope. Oh, you a smart ass, huh? No, that's my little joke. I was a big fan of that album. So I got number 6, man. Country Grammar.
Yeah, I have never heard Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it just wasn't in my circuitry.
Kind of a toss up because Country Grammar is a good album. I think I liked a couple of songs on there, but Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him.
I only know 2 songs on there.
Is the title, but at least 6 songs on Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him all sound like porn titles. You can't get no doper than that. The title, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Off rip. Then you got She's Soft and Wet.
Damn.
Then you got You Can't Touch This. You got Let's Go Deeper. Then you got On Your Face. I should give them that just off the titles alone. But Country Grammar was more in my wheelhouse, so I'm gonna have to go with Country Grammar.
And then he got what? That's Why We Pray on now.
Yeah. Then one of them sound like he belong in there with R. Kelly. So we ain't gonna touch that one.
Oh man.
But
that is funny as fuck. So you said you Country Grammar too. So
yeah, I'm gonna go with Country Grammar.
Going down, baby.
Only because I can't give them the off the song titles.
That was an upset. Statistically, it's an upset.
Yeah,
but it was a sweep. Sorry, Hammer. Now we do know that Hammer's one of them real niggas in the streets.
I was gonna say Hammer ain't nothing to play with.
We ain't. It ain't no disrespect,
I don't
bro.
want no smoke with
much
Hammer.
much love, Hammer. Please don't hurt us.
I don't want no smoke with Hammer at all.
Hey, I remember one time I was watching an interview and Snoop was telling a story about Hammer and like how real of a nigga he is and how I think somebody was about to get in a fight. I think him and Tupac was about to get in a fight. Or they was in a disagreement or something, but they was getting real heated. Mm-hmm. And like even though those two, like they had their own factions, and the factions was like going at it, and they was like Hammer came and broke it up, like y'all need to calm down, blah blah blah. And then like the guys that whoever was interviewing him was like laughing. They like Hammer, like they're like no, bro, y'all don't want to laugh at him. No, it ain't like that, cuz. You don't laugh at him. Y'all don't know. This is a real nigga here, man.
Yeah.
And you know that's some real shit that Snoop said.
Yeah,
Snoop, Redman, Too Short, all got stories about him.
Mm-hmm. Redman, I've heard his stories about Hammer. Yeah, I never heard Too Short, but yeah, Hammer a real dude, so we don't want no problem. We just sorry but it's just like whatever the persona is that the label builds for you, mm-hmm. and what seems like it can sell, that's what they go with. And I think that's what I like about today's era of this independent time in hip-hop, mm-hmm. or just in music in general, because right now all that 360 shit, and don't nobody want to fuck with that, because it's like everything you do, you get a damn Sprite commercial, it's like these motherfuckers get like 20% of that, like why? But anyway, the whole independent vibe of music it has its pro and it does have a con. The pro is you can be free, make your money, market yourself, do everything great. The con is I think it kind of takes away the creativity of some people because they just say, "Oh, I like what Future does, and we're gonna get out there and do it." And then they make a hit, and it's like you're just a carbon copy of what he did.
Right.
Anywho, all right. So moving on to the MC bracket, we have 4 and 5 seeds in the NBA. Is usually like a really great matchup, but today I don't think this shit is a good matchup. Mike, you're gonna be mad at me. I apologize. I love you, but we have the number 4 seed, Big Willie style, versus the number 5 seed, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh.
So the reason why I say I apologize to Mike, because Mike has made me listen to this shit religiously. Not saying I don't like Will Smith, but I don't like this goddamn CD. And I've been punished for years riding 4+ hours with Mike, listening to this shit. To where if I ever met Will Smith, I'd probably punch his ass in the fucking face and go to jail proudly. It's so funny, Rashad be texting me, change the channel. I'm like, I'm not touching this shit. You know how he is. Like,
Stop the cop.
It was funny though, because one time we was riding, and we was talking about battle rapping, because Rashad's like a big battle rap head. Mike was like, Will Smith can beat Eminem in a battle rap. And we just like, just riding. It's like, it just got quiet. He's like, I'm for real. Then he made us listen to this song, which was a very creative song where Will Smith wrote this song about a female fan stalking him. And like how it went through the family. It was very creative, but that's not battle rap. And I was just like, let him have his moment. So yeah, so I'm gonna ride with 50 on this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What?
I played
What
that.
Up Gangsta was dope, but Patiently Waiting had a dope ass beat. That beat was hard as fuck.
Oh man, what
Many
you talking
Men
about?
had a dope ass beat. That shit was hard. In the Club got overshadowed on this album.
And that was probably the song that was pushed the most off the album, but
Sure wasn't Wankster?
those were the two most pushed.
Wangster wasn't on that album.
You sure?
No, it sure was. It was on no, it was on that album, but it was released earlier on something else too. It was on there.
I could be wrong, you know.
No,
But I do remember my introduction to 50 was
Intro,
Wankster.
What Up Gangsta, Patiently Waiting, Many Man, In the Club, How the Time, Heat,
I
If
know
I
all
Can't,
these.
Bloodhound, Back Down, PIMP, Lifestyle, Poor Little Rich, 21 Questions, Don't Push Me, and Gotta Make It to Heaven.
It was a bonus track on there or some shit. What? It came out on something though, and I thought it was a bonus on that one.
Maybe it was just a single.
But I will say that particular album, man, like the In the Club was nowhere near the best song on that album. But it was I think they pushed the hell out of it. You know, the video was dope, his look, everything, his build, all this shit. It worked, but sorry, Will.
Yeah, man.
And don't be coming up to me like Uncle Phil talking about how come they don't want me.
Hey, why you playing? If you had put that scene up against any album on here, it would have beat it.
Find me a fine honey, and we gonna have kids, and I'm gonna love them. Whatever he said.
Bruh,
Alright.
I felt that shit so fucking much when that
Oh,
scene
dope. Yeah,
happened.
everybody. I think anybody that's had issues with their dad felt that shit. Yeah, I don't sit up there and my mom done got me dressed and all that shit, and I'm sitting there waiting by the goddamn
Oh,
door.
boy. Sitting at the window like, all these cars, none of these look like yours.
I know, like I'm sitting up there waiting on this goddamn green Impala. The donk. That car was so nice. Anywho, we're gonna go to the DJ bracket, which is the number 4 seed. This is a decent battle, but I think I know where I'm gonna go. The number 4 seed is the Beastly Boys, License to Ill. If you're not familiar with that, if you look at Eminem was inspired with the artwork for Kamikaze from License to Ill,
Yeah.
which was a good album, but you know I was really little and I remember like a couple songs off of it. The
I don't
number
even think I
5
listened to
seed.
music at that point.
Really? Oh, were you even born? Yeah, it was like in 86, 87.
I wasn't old enough to listen. I wasn't old enough to comprehend music. Well, that type of music then.
My introduction to them was with they was in Crush Groove for a hot second in that scene, and then like I remember my older like cousins and stuff, they would like bump their shit.
One was "Fight for Your Right to Party." I don't know how I
It's
even
on
heard
this-
of that song, but I don't. But that was my first time hearing them.
It's
that
on
I
this
can
album.
remember. So I don't know how old I was by the time I actually heard that song. But that was my introduction into the Beastie Boys.
And the number 5 seed, All Eyes on Me. I was very surprised he didn't have more albums in this top 20, top 16.
Yeah, then he only released 2, right?
Tupac?
Before he passed?
I think it was only 2. Was that big?
Machiavelli was,
After.
but he recorded it, like it wasn't like he.
All right.
So Machiavelli, All Eyes. No, hell no. Tupacalypse Now, Machiavelli, All Eyes on Me. He had at least 5 or 6 because he had the shit that when he was on when he was a New York rapper. Hey, I was just saying, cause remember he was all West Coast. Remember?
A couple of my homies gonna be mad at me too, but I mean, 'cause they know Beastie Boys, you know, they know they lyrics. I don't know too much of Beastie Boys songs like that.
But knowing their lyrics and is really like
I mean-
this list is personal preference.
Yeah,
So,
I can't be like, oh, I sat and vibed entirely to Beastie Boys like that versus me remembering walking home with a copy of All Eyes on Me that I found a way to burn and walk home and listen to with the CD player. So
and at the same time, it's like knowing the album and knowing lyrics word for word doesn't make it like a better album.
right,
Like, you can know a lot of whack songs.
yeah, true.
Not saying that the Beastie Boys was whack.
But
I fuck with the Beastie Boys.
So he
yeah, I think they are dope for what it's worth, but I have no musical history of Beastie Boys like that for me to give them a fair shot.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to go with Pac myself. But he had Tupacalypse Now before he died, Strictly for My Niggas, Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, and then the final one, which is Don Illuminati, The Seventh Day Theory, Machiavelli. So yeah, I think we all pick Pac. So
Yeah. Yep, no debate about that one.
all right, we are out of the first round with the entire bracket. Had a couple of
Congratulations to our
upsets.
survivors.
Yeah, had a couple of upsets. You know, so that was pretty cool. So we're gonna go to the top. No, we're gonna save that. We're gonna go down to the DJ bracket. The number 1 seed prevailed over Nellyville, Speaker Box Love Below, and this motherfucker just get ready to pick on Nelly again. So the number 6 seed Country Grammar will be taking on the number 1 seed Speaker Box. Nelly is gonna fucking hate Outkast. You know, I'd be a damn fool to pick Country Grammar, but I do like that album a lot, so I'm gonna ride with Speaker Box and Love Below.
Bruh.
Because Speaker Box was just that
Big
phenomenal
Boy
to me.
is kicking ass and taking names because his album alone was better than Country Grammar to me. I know it's a double album. I know it's sonically it's 2 separate works of art. But Speaker Box is better than Country Grammar to me.
I concur. I'm going Message. I'm going Speaker Box.
Yeah,
Love Below.
definitely.
All right.
Speaker Box. It's classic, man.
Nelly, we sincerely apologize. We are
I
fans
don't.
here.
I mean, you cool, but hey, we just going off of who had the better album. I like both of them, not equally, but they both have my respect.
Ooh,
All right, so now the number one seed in the MC bracket is the Marshall Mathers LP. We'll be taking on the 6th seed, which upset Tupac's Greatest Hits. I don't really consider that an upset personally, but
Nah, not to me.
the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. These are two
Phenomenal
classic hip hop CDs, and it's a tough ass decision. But because of the essence of hip hop, I have to go with the Marshall Mathers LP because the Lauryn Hill
is best rap album. That is the consensus of this bracket.
Correct, because she sings.
She does.
A lot. It's a beautiful album.
She Drake before Drake.
Yeah, you know.
Drake got his style from her. Drake is the female Lauryn Hill.
Damn.
I mean, the male Lauryn Hill. Take it how you want it.
I'm just saying.
I'm with the smoke
On all levels, bro.
But no.
That's a dude I just don't fear. I'm sorry. I know he probably got I know he got his dudes and all that shit.
Probably got some Haitians. No,
Drake is a really great artist. He's a really good entertainer. Well, I can't say entertainer. I haven't seen him live.
I respect the hell out of him.
Like, he makes good music. But Lauryn Hill did not do much rapping on the Miseducation. So when I picked her over Tupac's Greatest Hits, it's because it was a Greatest Hits album. It is what it is. But as much as I would like to pick Lauryn Hill and keep her in the game, I have to go with the Marshall Mathers LP because he absolutely did way more rapping than Lauryn on this album than Lauryn Hill has probably ever done on anything she's recorded.
Facts.
And it's
So I chose Marshall Mathers, but I wanted to say something about, is it wrong of me to feel, and because I've never been in this position, but all time greatest hits, whatever, greatest hits, why does that feel like a money grab to me?
It's kind of something like you, like, cause you know, if you have albums that you put out where you know these songs sold better
right.
as singles than, or it got a better response as a single than the overall project, then you take those songs off of your projects and then put them into one thing, and then it ties you over until you release something else. That's the way I see it.
I don't know. That just feels weird to me. Okay, as a current artist, how do you feel about that?
I totally missed it, bro. I was.
I mean, because
my
you don't.
OG text me and I was trying to respond to it.
You don't want to, like, say if we were still living in the age of CDs.
Okay.
And you got every Tupac album. Mm-hmm. Now, you got 3 songs from this Pac album that you like. You got 2 songs from this Pac album that you like. And you want to hear all of those, like, right now. You don't want to keep changing out the CD just to hear a couple of songs.
Facts.
So you put in the greatest hits, you got everything that you love on one disc.
But historically, they don't sell good. They sell okay. Like, this shit is...
I mean, because you've already made your money off of, the previous albums, but these are just for people who like, okay, I really fuck with these specific songs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So let me grab this, even though I got the albums, but to save me from, it's like I got just about every Outkast CD, but I also have an Outkast Greatest Hit CD. Because I don't want to have to dig through a shitload of CDs listening to Hey Ya over here and then B.O.B. over here. I just put the greatest hits in and I can listen to all that shit at one time.
I feel you. They just feel like a grab for me though. Like, cause I'm like, the way I listen to music is, like, for example, when I was saying I bought Nelly Country Grammar. Mm-hmm. I heard this song when he performed it. I said, damn, I want to go, I'm going to buy old dude's CD. When it was a Tuesday when it came out, I bought it. and I listened to it, and the intro was Cedric the Entertainer, because he's from St. Louis, and he was talking about how they say her, there, where, and all that stuff, and just talking about the country grammar essence of country grammar in their Midwestern city, and that took you on a journey throughout the album. And I was just like, because I feel like albums tell stories if they're done correctly. So that's why I was saying that I listen to an album as like I'm listening to a audio book or something.
Right.
And when you do that with greatest hits, it's just like it feels like a jumbled up, like you're taking pages and trying to put them together.
Like you burned that CD yourself. Okay, well, let's listen songs to my homeboy to put these songs on here.
But I totally understand though what you were saying though. I'm just not a fan of them.
I don't know. All I know is if I pull up to a fast food place, I can't order one thing from each combo meal. So I go to the little dollar menu and you got to mix and match. So I'm gonna mix and match.
And that's why the greatest hits is cheaper.
Right. Because you already made your money with the food.
Oh,
that's
shit.
just like when people come out with an album and then they turn around and sell a deluxe version.
Yes. You're right.
Same thing.
You're right. And they
You
add
sell
like
me a
2
CD
extra
twice.
songs on that bitch. Well, I've seen that a few times in this industry.
Yeah, because I damn sure fell for it with Alicia Keys, but I was infatuated with that one when her album came out. I bought both of them bitches. I had a regular and a deluxe.
This is true.
It's crazy. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the 5 seed, which is Get Rich or Die Trying. This is in the Master of Ceremonies bracket. Get Rich or Die Trying is the 5 seed versus the number 2 seed, Life After Death. And I can already tell you, as much as I just said, I listen to music as a story, like as an audio book. Life After Death is definitely like a mafia type movie story type shit, and I fucking love that CD. Although Get Rich or Die Trying is hard, but I gotta go with Life After Death.
I'm actually still on the Get Rich or Die Trying side. I'm sorry, bro. Like all I can do is tie it to how I remember hearing the CD, like kind of the same as how you played off Biggie. It's like I hear that and I just see, you know, like certain moments, situations, and things like that where you was kind of like right next to this nigga almost, you know. So
I will say I like how on a mainstream song, mainstream album, how 50 went at Ja Rule on there. I do like that shit. I will say that. This is Jai. Jeffrey Atkins.
Man, you know. But yeah, I got Get Rich or Die Trying, holding this spot down.
Going off the track list of Life After Death, just to refresh my memory,
10 Crack Commandments, though, man. Woo.
was not on. Yeah,
Yeah, it was on there.
Yeah, man. It's a few songs that I'm like, I kick myself a little bit for the pick, but like I said, like I just I'm picking off of how I can remember me feeling about hearing the song.
I have to go off of what I can listen to from top to bottom.
That 50 album, you can listen to that one without even having to skip it.
Without skipping.
I can
With
admit-
Biggie, I didn't always get that vibe.
Cause like I will say this, even though I'm sticking with my pick because I'm biased. He got that one song on there when he was like, "Don't you know my nigga go to fucking kidnap kids, fuck them in their ass, throw them over the bridge." I'm like, my God, the children. Yeah, it's Wet's Beef, I think is the name of that song. When he said that, I was like, wow. I think I was in the 11th grade when that shit came out. Like, damn, they really gonna fuck the babies?
Man, you know.
So we gonna move on. Upset alert, right?
Yeah, because I
Number
gotta
5.
go with 50 Cent.
That's gonna be an interesting battle. Okay, so now we're gonna go down to the DJ bracket where we have the Chronic 2001 versus All Eyes on Me, the number 5 seed. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going with 2001 Chronic.
Yeah, I like Pop, but I heard his music in like different moments. I wasn't actively looking for it. You know what I mean? But so the album I not relate to the most, but the album that I would gravitate towards the most, even though I had both of them, would have to be Chronic 2001.
All right, we with it. So 7 seed moves on. All right, so now we're in the conference finals of each bracket.
Ooh, what you gonna do?
Whoa.
What you gonna do, young fellas?
Now, what is ironic about this conference final? Dr. Dre hands is all over this whole fucking thing, except for one.
Except for one.
Yeah, it's amazing. This is why I say when I was doing the research, I was really excited. And I was like, damn, it took me down a stroll. And I'm like, Dr. Dre is by far the best producer of all time. Like, I don't know how anyone could ever debate that. Like, historically, look at all the Dr. Dre, like, I know he's worth $1 billion or close to $1 billion, but he probably has over 1 billion sales of albums. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, whether produce, rapping, whatever. All right, in the let's go with the bottom.
All right.
The DJ bracket. We have the number 7 seed, the Chronic 2001 versus the number 1 seed, Speaker Box, Love Below. I know by record sales, I'm supposed to say Speaker Box, Love Below. But I'm going to sit here, honestly, without any conviction in my soul. And I'm going to say the Chronic 2001. I choose that over Speaker Box, Love Below.
Yeah, I would have to treat this one the same way I was treating it before. Before, when I was saying that Speaker Box was smashing the records by itself that it was up against without the Love Below. And on this one, I would have to say that I would listen to Chronic 2001 over Speaker Box and definitely over the Love Below.
And if anything, no disrespect, don't come after me because I'm a Andre 3000 fan. The Love Below kind of hurts
Speaker Box
in this battle. To me.
So I would have to go with Chronic 2001.
I'm just gonna have to trust y'all on that one. It's cause, yeah. I'm just gonna pick Chronic. I'm just gonna trust you guys and go.
So with that being said,
I'm going to play this shit later on to see if it was something I've missed.
What?
The Chronic?
Chronic 2001.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one. I'm gonna actually play the whole jab.
Oh yeah, do that definitely.
So with that being said, Dr. Dre hands will be in the all-time greatest album.
Yeah.
All right, so the number 1 seed in the MC bracket is the Marshall Mathers LP versus the number 5 seed, Get Rich or Die Trying. It is the protege versus the teacher. It is the sensei versus the student. And usually the sensei beats the student at the end of the Chinese movie, but not this time because we're going to go with Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, because hands down, Stan, Cleaning Out My Closet, The Way I Am, just those 3 records alone smashes Get Rich or Die Trying. Like, just the craftiness and lyricism behind Stan itself is monstrous.
I agree.
And I'm really hurt that nobody listens to The Bad Guy. Because that's like part 2 of Stan. And that shit is fucking amazing. And nobody talks about that song.
I have to listen to that.
Like, that shit is ridiculous. No.
Very tough for me. Very, very tough for me. Man, I'm a fan of 50, bro. I am a fan of 50. But if we talking rap album, and now I gotta put it on to what I think, skill wise now. Getting down to this clutch, you can't just have a couple good songs. You gotta be consistent with like the good bars, and I mean that's Eminem. That's M all day. So I'm gonna go with the Marshall Mathers LP as well.
That's a sweep. I do think historically, I think 50 Cent is not respected to where he should be. But I will say,
As an artist,
yeah, as an artist, I don't think he's respected where he should be at. He's a great artist, but I will say he did start like. I don't think he ever topped his first album. He went on a steady decline, but it wasn't like the decline was horrible. Because after Get Rich or Die Trying, he had the Massacre. Then after the Massacre, he had
was it for the movie?
Yep, he had the soundtrack for the movie. Then after that one, he had which was a very good. The soundtrack was very good. Then after that, he had the one with him and Kanye battled each other.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of that.
That one was good too, but it never was like Get Rich or Die Trying. I think his worst studio album that I heard was Before I Self-Destruct. I did not like that one.
I don't think I played that one.
You're good. No disrespect to 50, because I mean, shit, it is what it is.
Man, I thought Get Rich or Die Trying was legit, and I thought he was kind of slipping after the Massacre, but then he did do that the soundtrack for the album, and man, I was like, 50's back.
Remember the Massacre when you buy that? I bought the CD and they had like the DVD for each video. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I still got the shit upstairs.
And he had that one video when he's supposed to been driving the car, and it's obvious that it's shit. It's so bad. But anyway, shout out to him, because he tried to be creative. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the championship. We in the motherfucking championship.
Just like the last go.
You have
first battle.
I know, and this is gonna be interesting. You have from the Master of Ceremonies bracket, the number 1 seed, Marshall Mathers LP, made it all the way through.
Weeping his way through, I think.
And from the DJ bracket, disc jockey bracket, the number 7 seed, after upset after upset after upset, the Chronic 2001 made it all the way through.
It did.
This is not easy. To me, it's not. I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna vote for.
I do. Because for me, it's a lot simpler.
Okay.
This is best rap album of all times. Now, with that said, the Chronic 2001 made it through with my vote because I was simply going off of the dopeness of the songs that were on there.
Facts.
But with best rap album, you also have to consider the artist who's rapping. And on Chronic 2001, it's flooded with features.
That's what I was just looking at as well. Looking at the song list. I'm like, they got a lot of features.
Every song has a feature on it.
Facts.
And we all know that Dr. Dre didn't always write his lyrics.
Because you can listen to Forgot About Dre, and if you can't listen to his cadence and tell that Eminem didn't write that,
so
Dre fell off.
With that being said,
don't kill me.
To me, when the Chronic 2001 goes up against the Marshall Mathers LP, I look at Chronic LP as like in the same sense as I would look at a DJ Khaled album.
Okay, facts.
Because
That's
DJ Khaled doesn't rap on his, but he produces everything. Dr. Dre is a phenomenal producer. Best rapper, best rap album, I can't really go there.
Facts.
And I can't logically put an album with this many features up against an album where he carries it pretty much on his own.
It is on his own. I'm looking
So, for me, I would have to go with the Marshall Mathers LP.
And just by the way you so eloquently put all of that, I would have to second that. I think that, when you talk about best rap album of all time, you got the sales. The lyrical ability is there. The storytelling is there. I mean, this is fucking Eminem. So, they took rap, we took golf. God damn it. Yeah. Even exchange.
Man, I'm just ready for this Jadakiss album and this
boy.
This is Race to 5'9" album to start being part of this type of conversation.
Yeah, man. I'd be sad, cause Jadakiss has been one of the greatest for a long time to me. Yeah.
And we talked about it on one show. I said I felt like he's one of the most underrated rappers ever.
You've never heard a bad verse from Jadakiss. I haven't heard a bad track from Jadakiss, to be honest.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, man, he cold, bro. He cold.
Like I said, when the Locks first came out, I was. If you would ask me to rank them after hearing "It's All About the Benjamins," I would have put Sheik first. I would have put I always forget his name. Oh my God,
Sheik,
Styles P. Talking about?
I would put Sheik first, Styles P second, and Jadakiss third. But when they got the Rough Riders and they was able to be themselves, that goddamn Jadakiss
took off.
Oh my God,
bro.
And Styles P, he stayed consistent. He's just a bad man.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheik, he's still good. He just was third. Yeah.
Just Jada had more of you can commercial some of his songs.
I always thought Jadakiss struggled with being commercial. That's just me. I thought so. Because to me, being commercial is like Eminem. Eminem is commercial. You can. So the way I look at it is, as an artist, what are you trying to? You have to understand what you're trying to do. What is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to be known as one of the best artists? Are you trying to be a commercial artist? I think you have to kind of figure that out for yourself. And you look up and find someone special like Eminem where he can give you his best and be the best rapper, but he's also commercial with it as well. That's not always that's rare.
Yeah.
Cause look at Jay. Jay's biggest hit is the fucking his biggest single is Hard Knock Life with Annie in it. That's commercial than the motherfucker had Annie in it.
Can't argue with that.
I think Eminem is a person. Kanye is someone. I can't really think of a whole lot of people that has that combination of all of that. But Jadakiss to me is just a great artist. I think he struggled being mainstream. I think the only song that you ever heard bumped a lot on the radio from Jadakiss is what's the song with him and Anthony Hamilton?
Why?
Yep.
Yep. As soon as you said it like that, I'm like, yeah, I get you. I get you.
But as soon as I heard that "Kisses to the Sky" and "Me," I bought the album.
Man,
I was like,
I was just online one night and it was like Jadakiss, Ignatius. I was like, what? Let me click this, and I ended up watching the short film before I even heard any of the songs.
Film.
I was like, what?
Dope as hell.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And then I watched the video for Me and watched Kisses to the Sky. Right after that, I was on to that Government Cheese. Is that Dej Loaf in them? Like him featuring Dej Loaf and a couple other cats I can't remember right now.
Probably the last song I listened to. If I had to.
But Hunting Season.
Yeah, that Hunting Season.
Oh,
serious,
bro.
Man.
Yeah.
I have to check this album out.
Bro.
Oh man.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
you gotta get.
Yeah. Shouts out to Jada for bringing something like that back, man. Thank you.
Okay, make sure I check it out.
Definitely do that.
But
I like that one, man.
Shout out to
This is kind of
Eminem.
fun for me. I never did no bracket or that shit like that before.
Shout out to Marshall Mathers.
Yeah,
man.
He did sweet, huh?
He did speak his MC conference. It's just the way to. Let's see. Is there somebody on here that could have taken him out?
If you're going off a rap album,
You mean like on the honorable mentions, or just in general sense? Like it? Are you saying like in a matchup issue, like somebody he could have had a matchup issue against?
Yeah.
like if he would have been at a different spot on how his bracket fell, I don't really see one.
Yeah, I mean maybe Speaker Box, but no, because I feel like Love Below hurt Speaker Box.
Right? That's what-
Now I can't say if Miseducation of Lauryn Hill had been all rap, it would have been a little bit tougher for me to choose.
Or if you would say just best album.
Right.
Yeah,
It didn't say
if it had
rap
said,
album.
if it was best album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill would have took it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was going.
You know, maybe that's another one we can do, just best albums. That just get all the record sales that get them in. Doesn't matter if it's rock, country, whatever. Just like go with that shit, see what we know.
Yeah. That would be fun.
I don't really see any issues with him, but I think Lauryn Hill probably would have been the only one because, like, I
She's
could
so
put
well
that.
rounded.
Yes, you could put that shit in, and you gonna ride to that
Man,
all the way.
I might listen to that at work. Well, at least on my break anyway. You can't listen to music at work.
Right. You know, we don't do those things. That's against the rules.
Yep.
I'm actually going to give this Chronic 2001 some go. I mean, that was still around the time my OG was like, you can't listen to this stuff. You need to be outside playing.
Remember in the video, he was like, I was just walking by listening to my Will Smith.
You're like, how did he get Mike for that part? Nah. Oh shit, man.
Fun times. That was good.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all for checking out another round of Ab-So-Lute. Make sure y'all check us out on Podbean, which is where all of our podcasts is hosted. And if you need links to any of our social medias and anywhere else, well, for you to check it out, all of our links are there on the main page. I know we've missed a couple of shows, and hopefully this quarantine situation don't get no worse, but it feel like it probably will. So we might be limited on upcoming shows. But we hope everybody out there stays safe. Continue to fuck with us, man. We appreciate you all for listening. This is another round of Ab-So-Lute. We out this bitch.
Good night, bitches.
Searching hard, trying to find some kind of fuck I get. About these niggas and they feelings that they caught up in. Sneak